Okay, you guys are all here because we need this year's keyboard to be new, something different. So, let me hear all of your ideas. Let's get started. What do you got? Okay. Cherry switches? That's doable. We can do that. All right. Okay, what else? What else we got? You want a what? No. Elgato's already got that. We don't want to mess with that. No. Next. What do you got? A number pad. We could put a number pad on there. You want it... What? Detachable? No. No. Come on. Don't be crazy. No. Okay. Next. What do you got? Screens. You want to put a bunch of screens on it. And make them customizable. What is this? Okay. Clearly not getting anywhere. Let's just make it like last year, throw some gaming stickers on it, call it a day. Whatever you might be looking for in a keyboard, the team at Mountain has got you covered. Today, we're going to be looking at their modular lineup of keyboards, which starts with the Core and ends with this, the Max. Now, it's like they called up every gamer, every streamer, then everyone else, asked them what the ideal keyboard would be and said, yeah, we can do that. Now, before we even get to the keyboard, let's start with this box. This is something that you're going to want to keep around. I can honestly see using this as a storage for keycaps, maybe cables. I mean, look at that. It's got a drawer that pulls out, and each individual box is for like your number pad, the media dock. There's a bunch of switches with the puller, the cables, everything. All nice and organized. It's one of the better looking boxes that I have seen in a while. Now we'll push that out of the way and get to the main star of this show, the keyboard. Now this can be configured with a whole slew of cherry switches like silent reds, like this one here, or blues, browns, silvers, and more. What's great about these switches on this is that they are hot swappable, meaning you can change them out while the keyboard is plugged in, saving a lot of time on disconnecting everything. Pop it out, pop it back in. Mountain does include a cap puller that doubles as a switch puller, so you are covered there. The keyboard chassis is sturdy, with almost no flex to it and no creaking at all. Now it has some heft to it, but not as much as the Mia Summit that I reviewed a while back. You can check that video out up here. You drop that thing on your foot and something might break. This is made with ABS for the body that is pressed into a top piece of aluminum. Now, speaking of that aluminum, they decided to leave the tooling marks on the base here that's kind of sunken in a little bit where all of the keys are. Now, some people might see that as unfinished and lazy, but I see it as a very deliberate design choice that fits with the theme of this keyboard pretty well. Now there's RGB on all the keys and it is plenty bright. And it's also customizable using the Basecamp software. Get it? Mountain Basecamp. It can also be changed using the media dock, but more on that later. The keys are ABS rather than PBT, at least on mine they are. PBT is optional, and for me, I would absolutely choose that over the ABS. ABS is a bit cheaper and tends to show grease and wear faster. If you game a lot, that means that your ASDW is going to stand out. Now, let's talk about the media dock. It's got a really nice dial on it and a very bright display. The dial is clicky and easy to turn without being audible during rotation. The media buttons are okay, I guess. It's not really cheap feeling, but it's not high end either. I guess they just kind of get the job done. The button that is directly to the left of your dial handles your menu navigation, and after a little fiddling, it's a pretty smooth experience. Now you can put pretty much whatever image you want on this screen and it will display it brilliantly. It's IPS compared to the dimmer, less contrasty LCD displays for the shortcut keys on the number pad. Moving on to that number pad, I personally love having a number pad. I absolutely hate entering something like credit card numbers using the top row of keys and pecking at them like a chicken. The pad attaches to the keyboard using USB-C and can be slotted on the left or right side depending on which way you flip out the connection. And it does center right in the middle if you want to have it out to the side, which you can do using the included USB-C extension cable. That way you can hook it up and kind of leave it off to the side dangling over there if you wanted it. There are configurable shortcut keys on the top here, and those can display a whole bunch of preset icons and be configured to any macro of your choosing through the Basecamp software. You also get a 2-meter braided USB-C to USB-A cable that is quite sturdy and clean looking. There are a plethora of cable routing channels on the bottom to fit your desk configuration, and there's also a USB pass-through in the form of a USB-A port. You also get a PU leather palm rest that just kind of slots in there. It's a little firm for my liking and kind of short actually. While I'm typing, I feel that my wrists are rolling off a little bit over the edge. But for most people, it is going to do just fine, and it does add some very necessary support on the end of the keyboard there. Now, one of my favorite things about this keyboard is the height adjustment. Rather than using swing out feet like most keyboards do, this uses little magnetic discs here that can be stacked together to get the perfect angle, well, within reason. If you connect the number pad, some of those discs have to be shared with that to keep everything level. Now, these magnets are incredibly strong, so beware. They do have the ability to pinch. Now, overall, Mountain has done something really unique with this keyboard, and I feel it is worth the asking price of €260, which is this many dollars, and for those of you in Doha, like me, this many real. It's solidly constructed, configurable, and allows users to get exactly what they want in a keyboard with very little sacrifice. Big shout out to Store974 for providing this keyboard for review. You can find this on their website, store974.com, or head down to the store and let one of the knowledgeable staff guide you. I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.